Hey everyone, Realm Jumper 4099 here with another video. And I know there hasn't been any news about Thick Ass Thieves. And I think that's okay, because they're working hard on the game, but I'm going to talk about it. Something to start the chatter with the community here on YouTube. And the video is, what does Thick Ass Thieves need to do to succeed? I asked myself this question, since we were waiting for news from the team. First, I want you to know that even though there is a positive news, that's okay because the team is no doubt hard work at the game, on the game. And that's good. That way, they're not distracted. So there are a couple things the developers in general or the Thick as Thieves team can take from other games that failed that can improve their chances for making a successful game. The first thing is you cannot lock characters behind a paywall of any kind. Deceive Inc did this and paid horribly for it. You bought the game and then you had to unlock the agents. This really made people upset and not want to play the game because you bought a premium product, so you should have access to other characters from the get-go. And basically what Deceive Inc did, just to elaborate, you bought the game, I think it was like $20, which is low, right? But you could only pick 3 agents and then you had to level to unlock the other agents with coins. So people didn't get that. They didn't understand that. And that's very important because people thought they had to buy the coins. So I bet some people thought they didn't know that they could earn them. So that throws people off. They don't like that. So learn from Deceive Inc. If you're going to lock things behind progression, let it be abilities that you earn as you play, but not the heroes or characters. But one good example is Hunt Showdown. They have a lot of options, even though they have a lot of DLC characters. There's a lot of free stuff, and they have a steady player base. Secondly, the game needs a strong PvE component. Most of the players that will play this game from the start and will support the game are Thief and Deus Ex fans or Stealth fans in general. Some hate PvP or do not want to engage with it because they simply don't have the time or patience for it to start from scratch after losing a round. By allowing players to PvE, you open a solid avenue for future updates and a core fan base that will stick around. And then I guess you can apply this to PvP, having a strong PvP component, but I want to elaborate on that as that it's the same thing, right? So you have a strong PvP, you have a strong PvE, it can coexist. Hence Arc Raiders. The other thing that can be added to PvE is maybe procedural generated loot to the levels. I'm sure they're going to have that, or they might. They might not be able to do that now, but they can add it with the loot that appears in different places each round. Thievery Unreal Tournament did this, and this will keep rounds fresh. Having loot in different places not the same means guards need to patrol in different areas. Speaking of which, what about player guards? Alright, and spawn protection and early game handicaps. No one likes spawn campers and it's unfair. And also to die so quickly in a round is horrible. There should be certain standards that games should put to prevent early deaths or spawn camping. However, if a player rushes to the objective and dies, that's on them. But there shouldn't be a game in a situation where I experienced with the alpha beta test of Killer Inn. I spawned in the game and within the first 3 to 5 minutes I was already dead by the bush/killer player with little chance on what to do or how to defend myself. Again, I was new to the game, but to die so quickly is not productive in any way. Control should be easy. There should be a way to defend yourself. Alright, and then if you're going to have very early PvP in the match, there should be a strong tutorial that teaches players how to react to this. Otherwise, it will just end up in the same scenario as Deceive Inc with thousands of players quitting and frustration because they died to higher level or FPS elite players. And what do I mean by that? Well, you can look at Steam charts. Deceive Inc had, I think, over 7,000 players at its peak, but it dropped sharply, very quickly, because the early game, and again with the other factors that I mentioned earlier, was not solid. It was too frustrating. People did not pick it up. They quit in thousands. People quit the game and never played it again, or they came back, but it didn't do as well as it could have done. Now, I believe I read somewhere the game will have different ways to win a match, like total loot or the main objectives, so that's something to consider. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the game. I just read it somewhere, and I'm not 100% sure if it's true, but it would be good to have different ways to win a match and multiple extractions. Now, another point I want to bring to the table is level design. From what I've seen so far, it looks good, and I'm just talking about the previous stuff everyone has access to. As from the videos last year, the first level we saw looks solid, nice and big. Please do not let the consoles limit level design. I'm sure the levels will be fine, as the developers are very talented, but they should have multiple solutions to a problem and multiple escapes and multiple expansions. Also, eventually the rope arrow should be added to the game, although I did see the grappling hook, so maybe if that can replace that, that's fine. I don't want to make the video too long, but last but not least, the game should be fun. If there's going to be loot to collect, it should have a purpose, like earning cosmetics or new weapons/gadgets. If the game will be fun, the audience will follow, and I really wish the best for Other Side Entertainment and Megabit Publishing with this game. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this game as we wait this year for news to come. Surely in the next 6 months, I'm hoping. See you around, Taffers. Let me know what you think about the game. There's not really much to talk about since it's like a news blackout, but I know a lot of people are looking forward to this one. Don't forget to join the Megabit Publishing Discord, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care. Bye-bye.